And really, like, when I think about marathon builds, you know, they stack and they build, and you never know what build you're pulling from on race day. Sometimes you're pulling from, you know, probably the build 2 builds ago, 3 builds ago, years ago, who knows? It's lifetime fitness at this point. You could say that this build was a little bit like Sisyphus. You're pushing against the rock, and then it budges.
Yeah, just our staple workouts for the week before marathon, I guess 2 weeks technically. We're doing 2x4 mile today at marathon effort, maybe a little quicker. I always say you can probably get fitness about 10 days out from a race, and we're in that 7 to 10 days out range right now. And so we still have the green light to get after it today. But it's also a big test day, so I'll be testing shoes, fluids, and just even filling out the pace a little bit. So. How fast do we usually run this workout?
Don't we usually hit about 5:49, somewhere between 5:45 and 5:49? 5:49
just
is
a minute faster.
5:49 is, 4:49, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I was talking to McKenna about her paces. She's gonna run 5:40s today. You guys are gonna be 4:45 to 4:49 probably.
Great.
4:49s. Anybody who's finishing top 10 in the Olympics should be able to roll 2:06 or faster, right?
I think so. Just a matter of picking the right race. Have you ran in the metal lights yet?
The metal lights?
The white ones?
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay, you're not gonna get lost. You're not gonna get lost, right? Okay.
I won't. I think I know.
Okay.
Remember, this was the workout in San Moritz where we were at the airport. It was gorgeous.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
And I'd ran the workout, and then afterwards I told you guys that I'd slept at 12,000 feet.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
I was just like dead.
You were exhausted. Well, did you sleep at 12,000 feet again last night?
No, not 12,000.
Okay, then you're gonna feel really good.
We'll see how I feel. And we're not at
really
6,000
good.
feet, we're 4,000.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start 3 minutes and see if we catch her. I think we will. Okay. Let's try to rein it in.
45.
Yeah, 45 to 49. Ready, go.
Fast.
Nine twenty-two, 2 miles.
I think Tuesday was a big confidence booster. The fact that I was able to stick with Mance at marathon pace and to be able to feel comfortable doing it, and just recognize that that should be my best move at New York, is just to relax, keep contact, and hang on for dear life, whoever that might be, and hope that I'm able to contend and get excited, let that competitiveness come over the later stages of the race, especially as it enters Central Park.
Got it. 446 flat. There we go, there we go. Somewhere around here. We'll say right here. 440 on that last one. Beautiful. Okay, we'll start your 3-minute recovery.
It was the smoothest the workout's felt in a long time. See if I can keep it though.
They were running so much in sync there for a minute as they were coming up to the bridge. I thought there was one of them, just one of them running. I went, oh no, who dropped out? And then there's a little separation. I went, okay, they're together. So, I mean, you were in stride,
Yeah.
sync. That's good.
Yeah, it was good.
Let's do that in New York.
Yeah.
Let's go 1-2.
And it came to pass. We're going this way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going back.
We're going back the same
That's why
way.
we call it the fish hook. We come
You
out
did explain that.
and then back. Like a big old fish hook. Okay, you guys have got 25. Oh,
We're good to go.
oh, you guys are good to go. We're at 3 minutes. Okay, so we'll start these guys. You'll start about a minute back. Okay, here we go. Ready, go. Nice, you got it.
Inside.
.442. .440, here, grab this before I hit the garbage truck. Good, good, good. 430, 435. Okay, we still had enough in the tank to finish fast. That's nice.
Way to go, man.
Okay, that'll come in handy at the end of the marathon. We haven't been in a position where we've had to sprint yet at the end of a race.
I haven't.
It's just been celebration. Maybe we'll get one where it comes down to having a kick,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't mind if it's kicking for first place.
Yeah.
Really,
Oh.
really nice work.
Way to
today,
go,
guys.
man.
Really nice work.
That was a good move. Hard to cover.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I've been sitting.
it's fun on the last little bit to pick it up a little bit.
600, I was like, all right,
Let's go.
it's there.
Now in New York, you'll have those hills of
Hills.
Central Park to be
Oh, yeah.
playing with
Especially
right
the
at
last
end.
600.
Yeah. It's a little dip down and then a little gradual up, I believe.
This is Morton 320. So I usually put Morton 320 in my first 4 bottles, and then I put Morton 320 caffeinated in my last 4, just to target the last 40 minutes of the marathon on caffeine. So it's my secret sauce.
Yeah.
Not very secret.
Well, it takes a little bit for the caffeine to kick in too. So I mean, if
Yeah, that's why I start at bottle
you start at bottle 4, so
Bottle 4 and 5 have caffeinated gels, and then bottle 5 has caffeinated drink. So when I take the caffeinated gel at bottle 4 and 5, it hits.
I think this one.
yeah.
the
So
end time
so
was
really
the same, but
442 average probably on that first.
I may have seemed a little inconsistent, but
No.
I did notice right when you made the turn and we were coming like off the bridge.
Oh,
You
yeah.
made the turn, you looked at us, and you're like,
Yeah, I was like, okay, I gotta go.
That's what I was going to tell you. Don't pick it up just because they're
I
passing you.
know. But no, it was
It's a
good.
runner
I knew
and
that. Where do you guys park when you go work out at BYU?
I have 2 parking tickets in my car right now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You're gonna get booted one of these times. There's gonna be a boot.
I'm always like 15-minute.
All that we've
flash
done
that-
for the university.
You'll flash that Olympic.
So this is really refreshing.
A lot of our conversations just repeats.
Yeah. How are the kids? How's your wife?
Oh,
Anyway.
it's a lot of planning and coordination. It gets like, yeah.
How you feeling about New York?
Who's gonna be at New York? How fast do you think it's gonna go? It's such a diverse course. It's so hilly. There's so many different players in the game.
So what makes it
Wind,
fun?
weather. It's like it's
Yeah.
racing. It's just like you kind of got to just adapt in the moment throughout the whole race, in my opinion, and have like a good idea of how fast you can run on certain sections. But other than that,
I feel like those are the best races.
yeah.
When you don't have you like just trust your instincts. You just go with it.
Yeah.
The bag, same as those ones?
They're different.
Okay.
Did you pull them out yet?
I looked at
So we've been testing 3 different shoes, and 2 of them are very similar to the shoes that I've been racing in, but one of them is very different. But they're all 3 prototypes, which has been super fun. ASICS has been really pumping out some great products and innovating, and me as being like a nerd and a geek, like I just love that. So these are some of the lightest and the most responsive shoes that I've ever tested, and they're so good. It's like really hard to choose between them. In fact, day 1 of testing, which was last week, the results were so similar and so good that we felt like we needed to do a second day of testing. So on Wednesday, we went back into the lab, we threw the Stryd pods on my shoes, and went back and forth in testing all 3 shoes. That testing protocol, we run 1 shoe for 5 minutes, take a 2-minute break, second shoe for 5 minutes, third shoe for 5 minutes, and then we work backwards, third shoe, 2 shoe, 1 shoe. So we go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, just to kind of vary which shoes I'm wearing. And then we can kind of compare the lab data to the Stryd data. And what's really cool is like the trends are the same. So then we're able to know that all of the data that we've collected outside, you know, when I've been wearing the Stryd pods in all of my workouts is valid data. So some of the key takeaways that we found today as I was talking to the Stryd team was 2 of the 3 shoes are really, really close. One of them has a super squishy and responsive foam, and it probably has a lower loading rate, which means less pounding over time. It also, because it is so squishy, I'm really worried about my muscle fatigue with the stabilizer muscles as I'm wearing it. You can imagine it as like, it's just like a super, super spring, like a super, super soft spring standing on a mattress. And it will give more energy, but maybe it will take more energy because I have to stabilize my foot so much. The other shoe is a shoe that I'm really comfortable in because it's based off of the Metaspeed Sky. And obviously I wore the Metaspeed Sky in Paris at the Olympics, and then at the Olympic trials and in Chicago. And so it's been a shoe that's been really, really good for me. This is just the better version of it. And so I feel really comfortable and confident in that shoe. My turnover has been really good. So one of the key characteristics about that is that that's showing up in like my stride length. So my stride length is longer, and the loading rate is a little bit higher, but it's more consistent. And the lower leg spring stiffness is a little bit better. In the shoe that I'm used to, my VO2 uptake, or the amount of oxygen that I'm using as I'm running, is lower. And maybe that's just because of a confidence thing that I'm used to this shoe, or maybe it's because my body is used to that shoe, and so it's the most efficient. So it's like, do I take something I'm used to that I'm like the most efficient in the past, or do I take something that is lighter and more responsive and is softer to my body? And yeah, you don't really know.
Is that all?
Sorry, one more section. Yeah, sorry, I didn't. This is Dr. Iain Hunter. He's the BYU Biomechanics professor. He's the one that has done my shoe testing for the last 5 years, and he's a legend in this industry of biomechanics. And so, yeah.
Percent benefit. Oh,
No,
sorry,
it's the
that's
opposite.
worse. Yeah, so the Sky was where you performed best.
Yeah, which is what I predicted.
Yeah, and if we did put in the actual number from today, it's 46.2, which doesn't seem reasonable.
Today we're doing 8x800, And we'll probably start at about 2:08 and then work down from there with about 2 minutes rest. Got to figure out which weapon I want to use today. This workout for the Paris build is when we drove down to Chiavenna and I threw up. And then, oh, that reminds me, I need a fuel. Took a bus for an hour and a half. I threw up afterwards, and I've only eaten gummy bears. We got to replicate the Paris build exactly, right, Coach?
Right?
Yeah.
No, it's actually Porto's actually very quick. Like it's
Okay, a little brisk this morning. Nice blue sky. Mountains are beautiful. Just ready to go. Just chill. We're warming up. We're warming up. '62, '63. I thought we might get one kind of warm-up one at 2:08, but Connor's off to the races. Probably come through and I think he slowed a little bit, maybe 2:05 on this first one. You know, there are times, you know, you're leading in the race, but there's going to be times when you're following, and you just got to get comfortable following, conserving, and going, oh, this is easier, but I'm still running the pace that I need to, so I'm going to conserve. And when you're in his slipstream, same thing. Just practice being comfortable running behind. Still here to hit our times. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Here we go. Ready, go.
And it was a tough day, to be honest. I don't know if it's because I was in the lab the day before or maybe just the taper and I'm tight, but I took everything I could to pretty much run 2:08 flat pace. I had a couple 2:06s, 2:07s, but I ran 8x800 between 2:06 and 2:08. But it was fun. It was beautiful out there. Once again, it was awesome to have McKenna Myler out there running 800 with us, as well as Dustin Bybee. Just a good crew.
Go away. Long. That looked good. Is that a little weird going counterclockwise?
Yeah, the start felt so odd.
Yeah.
We just started slow and then
Yeah.
actually I should have traded myself. Pretty tough.
Okay, last one. Can we hold it at about 2:02 again
Yeah,
up front?
I don't think I'll go any past
And I think 2:08's fine. Honest. Look good. We don't want to do anything that's going to disrupt the flow. You guys are ready to roll, okay? Let's have a good last one. Here we go. Ready, go. Work together. 60. Nice. Good, good, good. 64. $201. $208. Very good job, gentlemen. Very good job. Feeling good, man.
Man, that VO2 stuff doesn't come easy anymore.
No,
It will come.
that's why we do it on occasion. That's why we do it on occasion.
So running with the Stryd pods on my shoe as I'm a road racer can sometimes be more applicable than the data that we receive in the lab. It's like two different halves that we're kind of putting together. The high performance of the lab combined with the real world performance on the roads.
Oh, why is it that last week or 2 weeks ago when we did the 1200s,
it took all I could to run 65s.
Uh-huh.
And this week, took all I could to run 64s. What's most interesting to me is like you look at my cadence. For all of them, it's like 198, 197, 198, 197, 98, 97, 99, 99. Which is funny because like typically ideal cadence is 180, but this stuff is really making me work on my overspeed, and that's really tough. So 186, 188, 188, 183, 185, 185, 186, 183, 67, 66, 66, 65, 65. Let's see, lower leg spring stiffness, that's probably one of the most important ones. So we're looking at 421, 85,